the Halo franchise. That's what we're talking about today. The games, what they mean to us, and the legacy Master Chief and his adventures have left behind. All that and more on episode 2 of Stoned in Gaming. Let's do it! Hello again. Welcome back to Stoned and Gaming. I'm Ronald Short, your host, and with me as always, this time on my left, my right. No, both of our lefts.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm on your
left.
Right.
Wait, my right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see.
It's confusing. I think it's
Very
different.
Confusing.
Yeah.
The Ed McMahon
I'm Nathan.
to my Johnny Carson, right here, Nathan Minger.
The Andy Richter to your Conan O'Brien.
By the way, I'm gonna start thinking of duos to start calling them.
Okay, great.
Welcome back. Thanks for coming to watch and or listen to a new episode. We are very excited. This is a biggie and could be very special. We'll see. We'll see what happens. First and foremost, we are going to be serious for a moment. We obviously we make this for enjoyable laughs and guffaws, but right now in the country, a lot of shit is happening, and we thought it appropriate to say something about it, and just that we have our full support with Black Lives Matter and that movement and that whole idea, because Black lives do matter, and it's time for our country to start working on that as a
Definitely.
whole. Yeah. We wanted to say it's very important to us. Hopefully you are protesting. Hopefully you're contributing if you can. Obviously, COVID-19 is still out there as well. So that's a scary reality that's still happening. So stay isolated when you can, but if you can protest and if you are white and are able to stand in front of Black protesters, as you know, just to be that barrier that they need right now, or contribute to their campaigns and the foundations and organizations, which we'll have some at the end. We're going to have some for national and for Austin local, Austin, Texas. So just wanted to say that Black Lives Matter. And
Definitely. Agreed. Black Lives Matter.
change needs to happen.
Agreed.
Hopefully something real starts happening. All right. So past the seriousness and the important stuff that's happening, let's get back to video games and smoking weed.
Yes.
What are you smoking today, Nathan?
I am smoking Wookiee.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm feeling good. What are you smoking there, dude?
Cookie Kush. Cookie Kush.
Great.
Yeah.
I like it.
Feeling great. Tastes great. Less filling. I don't know
Oh.
what that means. That's like an old reference. Really old. I wasn't even alive during that commercial. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, so let's see here. This episode, like I said earlier, it's a special one. We have definitely connected over these games, especially when we were in college, and I think we still play them together when they release. We play through the story usually online. Halo is it's a huge franchise and one that I love dearly personally. It's
Same.
one of my favorite Xbox franchises ever. Not even Xbox.
The Xbox franchise.
Yeah,
Started
yeah.
it all. Yeah.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But not even just Xbox. I think it's one of the best franchises out there. It's just got really cool lore. And, and Bungie, and to a lesser extent 343, have done an incredible job with the storytelling in those games. 343, and I'm not shitting on you. I've also,
Come on.
they're just not as good as Bungie.
That's not okay. That's fair, but
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
yeah.
Let's
take it easy. Let's take it easy.
We'll get down to that. How's your week been, dude? I guess it's been 2 weeks since we talked. What's up? What have you been?
Good. Yeah.
Gaming?
No. I mean, current state of the world aside, because that's obviously quite depressing.
Yeah.
I've actually started painting. I
Oh wow.
don't want to call it. I wouldn't consider it painting. It's like pour painting.
Poor painting.
You basically just pour paint and then like move it
Oh,
around.
I thought you meant like you're a poor person painting.
Yeah, well that
A poor
too.
painting.
Yeah, that too. I'm just using dirt and
Oh,
mud to
oh,
paint.
paint to the
Uh,
earth. Paint to
yeah,
the earth.
no. Yeah, I've been pour painting, so
Okay.
it's
Well,
been
that's
a lot of
cool.
fun. It's quite cathartic actually. Just listen to music and smoke a little weed and then paint. Yeah, no, it really clears my head and yeah, it's great. What about you, dude?
What do you listen to? Just to ask you before, what do you listen to while you pour paint?
Uh, well, a lot of stuff. Lately, I've been listening to a podcast
Oh,
uh, called Binge
don't
Mode.
don't
I'm
bring
not
up other
gonna.
podcasts on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Scratch that. Edit that out.
Yeah. Oh,
Edit
it's just
that
gonna
part
be a
out.
beep like you
Yeah,
curse.
yeah. I listened to a band called Much the Same. They have
Oh,
had a
nice.
new record come out last year. A punk band out of Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you've probably listened to your recommendation at the end a lot,
Yes,
actually.
I didn't want to go
We're
into
gonna talk
that,
about that. Yeah.
but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But I have been listening to that as well.
Yeah.
Reference
Same.
to later.
Podcast. You have to listen.
Yeah, yeah.
Podcast, whatever.
Cliffhanger.
Sweet. Yeah, for me, yeah, pretty depressed, pretty anxious. It's been fun for the mental health. That's for sure. And by fun, I mean absolutely not fun at all. But no, it's we're getting there. Well, I've been escaping into a lot of video games and shows, and I've watched some movies recently. To check out, you got to check out from time to time.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh yeah, let's.
What?
Speaking of checking out, how's Animal Crossing going? Let's update on Animal Crossing. Zell,
Yeah,
Zell.
he's still my island, and I hate him more than anything. I really wish that Nintendo would give you an easy way to just kick someone off your island.
Me too.
Like, I don't know what the secret is. Like, I complain to Isabel. That's her name, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day I play, that his clothes are offensive and his language is offensive, but nothing ever happens.
So,
And then I go talk to Zell right after that, and sometimes he's wearing different clothes.
Oh.
Like he'll be wearing like the Nook like logo, like the Leaf logo, like
Yeah.
worker attire or whatever.
Oh man.
Like gave him a shirt from the Lost and Found, like, you need to put this on. But he's always so cheerful. I'll go talk to him immediately after I talk to Isabel. He's like, "Hey friend, let's chat." I'm like, "Fuck you."
She keeps it anonymous. He doesn't know it's you.
Oh, well, maybe he's pissed at someone else on the island. I need to get some gossip.
Yeah.
I want him to know that he hates me, though. I want him to know.
Sure, man.
I want to write him a letter that says, "I fucking hate you, Zell.
Yeah,
Get out."
That would be hilarious.
I'm going to do that next time.
Leave. Yeah, I still have the same animal I have not been liking. She's not a douchebag like that. She's just a pink cow and boring in my opinion.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Norma.
Her name's even boring.
Norma, yeah. Norma the cow.
Normal.
Been working on that. The two thought bubbles that popped up recently was Rocket, my gorilla, and Flip, my monkey, both who moved with me. Those are my first animals. I'm not getting rid of them. They're staying. I don't care how much Rocket wants to see other horizons. You're staying here, Rocket.
You're trapping him. This is his prison and his home, his paradise.
It's a she. Rocket is a she.
Oh, she.
So
I'm sorry.
Right.
She
is trapped.
Yeah.
But Norma won't leave. Norma just won't get it. I hit her with the fucking basket. And
yeah.
She was like crying and like, "Why did you do that?" And then the next day she was like, "Oh, hey, Ronald. Hey,
yeah.
Bestie."
Zell does the same thing.
The worst. I also got my house upgraded, so now I have an arcade upstairs.
Oh, wow.
Office. Yeah. You should come see it sometime.
I'll do that, dude.
It's pretty pimpin'.
Wow. An
Yeah,
arcade.
Man.
That's exciting.
I've got a good collection now I've got some pinball machines, an arcade game, dartboard.
Wow.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Sounds
Exciting
like
stuff.
it.
Yeah. Uh, that's great. I loved the Animal Crossing catch up. That's
Yeah.
maybe we'll have that as its own section. We'll spell it catch up as KETCH.
Backwards K.
Yeah, like corn. All right, top 3. This episode we're talking top 3 Halo games. Halo games, which is that's a big question.
Yeah.
To ask. Do you want to do it 3, 2, 1, back and forth like we did, or do you just want to list them? I think we should just list them. 3, 2, 1.
Listen, like, wait. Like you start and then I go, or
No. Like we just say our own. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, and then discuss
at the same time? I'm confused by this premise.
Okay, you go first.
Gotcha.
Say,
Let's do it.
what's in third, second, and first?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 1.
No, number 3.
Number 3. Oh, start at the bottom. Starting at the bottom. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, that's fine.
Number 3. Catching on. The original
Oh.
Halo Combat Evolved.
Okay.
Controversial, maybe. And we'll get
know.
into maybe even more controversial here in a second. But
yeah.
how could you not love this game? It definitely like changed first-person shooters, right? Like
Sure.
the way they are played. Such a beautiful game too. Even though it wasn't really open world, and even though the graphics on the Xbox now are, not the best in hindsight, it still looked really cool. Like there were like these open worlds and like the Halo ring in space. It was just
really huge.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful game. It's so original too. There was nothing else like that. And being able to drive the Warthog was just so cool.
Yeah.
What a cool
We need to talk about vehicles once we get to the meat of it.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll just go ahead and say my number 3 as well.
Okay.
Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh, agreed.
Same as you. I'm going to laugh if we have the same list. That's going to be
hilarious. I don't think we will.
Okay. All right.
My number 2, maybe controversial, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Halo 5 Guardians. I really enjoy this game. I think that people crap on it because of what Bungie did with Halo and what 343 changed about it. I think people were like, this isn't Halo. But I liked all the small improvements that they made that made it more fluid, more, I don't know. Yeah, just more fluid. Like, we go back and play the Halo the collection, Master Chief Collection, and I love playing the older Halo games, but playing them compared to Halo 5, it just feels, I don't know. It feels like there's something missing. I hate that you can't run. I hate that. So yeah, that's my number 2. Halo 5.
Sweet.
You go.
I want to talk about Halo 5 more. We'll get to that though.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 2 could also, on my end, also be controversial. When I was doing research for this, I forgot how controversial this game was and probably continues to be. The Halo Reach. That's my number 2 Halo game of all time.
Interesting.
Because I know a lot of people are upset that it like retconned some story elements from the book, Fall of Reach or whatever. People love that. But I don't know. I never read the book. I love the games. I think games are canon.
Yeah.
Sorry, extended universes. But Halo Reach. That's my number 2. Faux show.
Nice. No, I really enjoyed that game too. My number 1. I think we're going to have the same number 1 for a lot of the same reasons.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But my number 1, Halo 3.
Okay.
Halo 3. I mean, this was the end of the saga, right? Finish the fight.
Sure.
That was the tagline, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
And one, it's just a great game. Two, there's just a lot of personal connection that I have to the game. I think that we have, that you and I together have to the game. I don't know about you personally, probably since we experienced it together, but a lot of personal stuff tied up in Halo and Halo 3. We can talk about that in a minute.
A lot of personal stuff happened that night we played together.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, you're number one. Number one Halo game.
All right. My number one. Halo 2.
I knew it. I knew you were going to go with 2.
Halo 2. I just love the dual wielding. I love the story they told in that. They built the universe out. They added brutes. We got to learn about the prophets. I love Keith David as the Arbiter. I love being able to play as him. And that they added elites to multiplayer. There was just so many different things that they added to those games that there was like magic in the bottle. It's hard to capture that. While I do love Halo 3, Halo 3 is my number 4. It's like just right outside the top 3. But
I like Halo 2. Halo 2 is a great game. I think one of the things about Halo 2 that the reason it's not in my top 3 is because I didn't get to experience the online aspect of Halo 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
So I missed out on that.
Living in a dorm room at that period of time, even with Halo, was amazing. 'Cause you just plugged it in. At least in our dorm rooms where we went to college. But I just plugged it in the wall and you played with everybody in the building. We had tournaments against the 3rd floor. It was so great.
Yeah.
Good times. Gaming news and releases. That's what we're talking today. What do you got for us this vodcast, Nathan?
So we're talking releases in the month of June today.
Sweet.
We got a couple big ones coming out this month. The first one happened on June 17th. It's actually 2. I mean, it is 2. But it's Isle of Armor. It's only one update, but it's the expansion for both Pokemon Sword and Shield. The first expansion of 2, the first one comes out on June 17th for the Switch.
Did you play that game a lot?
I did. I never beat it. I want to get back into it because it's a great game, and the expansion's coming out, so it's perfect time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was fun. I just I got distracted by other games.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like 20 hours in.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I have to go back. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then
before I get the DLC though.
Same.
Gotta do that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then a next big one, huge game, highly anticipated. The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
For the PS4 coming out on June 19th. It's going to be a good one. I played a little bit. I never finished it. I mean, here's the thing about the game. It's great. Beautiful game. Loved it. A little repetitive.
Oh.
A little repetitive.
Oh.
But I mean, the opening scene in that game, I cried. It is extremely emotional. Have you ever played it?
No.
You should just watch the opening. Just Google the opening scene for that game.
I want to cry right now, dude.
Not right now. Just when you're laying in bed one night. Better. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need a quick cry before you go to bed. I don't know.
Get it out. Good cry.
Yeah. And
I'll put it on my to-watch list.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's really good. Even if you don't cry, it's really good.
Are you gonna judge me if I don't?
Maybe a little.
I'm just kidding. I'll definitely cry.
Okay.
I'm a crier.
You are. We both are. We're both criers. So that's the releases in the month of June.
Oh, big ones.
Biggies. Yeah, look out for those.
Sweet.
Good ones. And then on to news, on the gaming news.
Yeah.
Related into what we opened the show with, related to Black Lives Matter, on June 4th, Rockstar shut down access to online play for Red Dead Redemption Online and GTA 5 Online for 2 hours to honor the legacy of George Floyd. And then Take-Two Interactive, who owns Rockstar, also shut down NBA 2K, Dragon City, and Monster Legends at the same time during that 2-hour period. And then in NBA 2K20, they also gave out free in-game T-shirts that say "Black Lives Matter," "I Can't Breathe," and "Say Their Names." And then they also had an in-game protest, which that game. I play that game. I know you don't play that game, but there's like a social aspect of that game where it's called the park. You just go and you can play with other people, but it's kind of like Destiny in terms of like there's like a lobby where everyone just hangs out, and they did like an online protest there where everyone was wearing the T-shirts in the game, and then just kind of marching around the area there in the game. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that people are using these games like this, being able to protest. I mean, people are doing it with like Animal Crossing and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that because you can make custom signs and stuff in Animal Crossing. Call of Duty actually released a statement on their game as well. A lot of games releasing statements on this. A lot of companies in general just releasing statements about it, which is great.
Totally.
It's time to do some action now, but
yeah,
it's good that they're acknowledging it.
Right.
So.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Sweet, man. So that's all. That wraps it up.
That's all the news. All the news and all the releases.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to the meat of the Sammy. The game of the week. Oh, 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 Halo. We're talking the Halo franchise. The whole shebang. Not just one.
Caboodle.
Not just two. All of it. Except for the cell phone games. Who gives a shit about those? No one.
I didn't even know they made cell phone games.
Yeah, like Spartan Assault or something like that was a cell phone game, and it's whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Xbox exclusives.
Right, exactly. The games, the real games, because those are fakes. They're not real.
No.
They're for punks. All right, I gotta stop harassing cell phone people. Halo is one of my favorite video games of all time as a franchise. It's up there with Mario and Zelda and whatever PlayStation has, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro. It's just a fantastic first-person shooter all around. They've got amazing characters, amazing weapons, amazing vehicles, enemies. The enemies are so fucking cool in that, especially those first three games with all the Covenants and the Brutes. No offense to Prometheans, they're just not as interesting. But the Brutes and the government, and the Covenant, and the Prophets, and all of that is just so. It's such a cool universe, and I love the Halo as a concept. This giant weapon that's supposed to destroy all sentient beings because the Flood is a virus that takes them all over. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's such a cool idea.
Agreed.
What do you think about Halo?
I agree with everything you said. Period. No, it is great. Like again, I think we talked about earlier. Revolutionized first-person shooters. It's such an immersive game and universe. The story is so good. I mean, the first Halo didn't have multiplayer. You know, it was just a story, and it was so good. You're right. The Covenant, the Flood, all of that coming together for me was unexpected, at least back then. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So good. And I would agree. I think, you know, in the first episode we talked about our top games of all time, and I think that Mario is one of those games that obviously we've seen span our childhood through our adulthood, but
pretty much our entire lives.
Yeah, there's not a lot of content to Mario, right? There's not. I mean, as far as story is concerned,
right? It's usually about the gameplay, how you
right?
play
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas Halo came out at a time where we were at least old enough to comprehend what was going on, the story, and appreciate the gameplay and the graphics, at least as they were at that time.
Right.
And then to see that progress through our, I mean, we weren't necessarily adults, but at least through our teenage years and then through our adulthood, how everything just kind of comes together and then as 343 takes over, even expands more. I know a lot of people like the Prometheans. That's their name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I don't dislike them.
Yeah.
I just think they're a little more boring, not as interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. Like, even in that universe, like it's still original. Like it's still
Sure.
fun.
Yeah. I like the idea in Halo 4 where they're like people that are like conjoined with these robotic pieces and parts, and that they're like basically slaves to the Prometheans and these robot bodies. I wish they would have expanded upon that more. Let's get into the games. Oh, definitely. Before we do, we connected over Halo. Really, like we played at the radio station that we used to work at.
Yeah. We can talk about more about that when we get to Halo 3.
Oh, right. I forgot it was a specific game. A specific game. That's when it's going to get very romantic.
Yeah.
You might
light some candles, turn the lights down.
Yeah.
I mean, just
turn the screen off. Halo Combat Evolved, first game in the franchise, developed by Bungie, released by Microsoft onto the original Xbox in 2001. That game, damn.
Yeah.
What a great starting point. And I've played that game over and over. Like, I play it probably once a year at least. And I still get, like, floored by some of the things. Like, when you first discover the Flood and that scene and you're watching it on a V-chip thing through the helmet. So cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a slow reveal. You're seeing, like, the soldiers' day, their mission, into the cave, into the structure. And then what's that noise? And then you cut back to reality and you're like, oh shit, I'm right where they were.
Yeah.
And now I hear it. Oh, I love it.
It's crazy.
It's filled with amazing moments.
Yeah, and like that whole thing, just the way that is shot or whatever,
right.
Presented, is so cool in itself. And then I think one of the I don't know if it's underappreciated, but one of the maybe less talked about things in Halo is the music.
Oh,
the music.
I don't think it's underappreciated at all.
Well, I think at least as far as like gameplay and stuff is concerned, I don't think it gets talked about as far as like obviously the theme and everything is great, but even just like when you're in the gameplay and playing through the levels, the emotion and just the kind of level it sets. It just ties it all together.
It's incredible. It's all very well done.
Yeah.
Really, like the idea of mixing that hard guitar with the orchestra and the vocal, like the whole choir.
Yeah.
Like everyone, I mean, if you know about video games and you hear that, like that stupid rendition I did at the beginning, if you hear that, like just that little bit, you know it's Halo.
Yeah.
Like if you have any idea of video games, it's so iconic.
Yeah.
And one sec, I want to make sure we name drop the Halo composer because he's been through like all of them. Martin O'Donnell. Can't believe I forgot that.
O'Donnell.
He did,
What is he? Do you know if he's done anything else?
Let's see. Let's look on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, let's see what old Marty's done.
Let's take a look. Destiny.
Oh wow.
Oni. A lot of Bungie games, it seems. It not only was it just a fantastic game, the story's awesome. It took the right kind of inspiration from pieces. You had, the Flood was the Thing meets Alien meets just zombies.
Yeah.
All very creepy, added together.
Definitely.
The Covenant's got a kiss of the alien xenomorph to them.
Mm-hmm.
Their head shape, the way the jaws kind of split. Well, that's more Predator, I guess. Predator there.
Yeah.
And you can see the influences, but like they've made it their own, and it's amazing. And since we're talking about how much Black Lives Matter, Sergeant Johnson is one of the greatest black characters in video games, period. Yeah. Also, I think he's incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
He's hilarious, and he's got a great moment. It like made me cry when he got gunned down by fucking Guilty Spark.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's ahead of time. He's just a great character and a great part of the Halo universe.
Yeah, for sure.
And it brings us to second game in the franchise, Halo DOS, developed by Bungie, released by Microsoft in 2004 onto the original Xbox. Another fantastic black character, the Arbiter,
Yeah.
played by Keith David. I know he's not
David.
technically black, but he's a black actor, and he's fantastic. One of the
Watches
greatest
my
actors of
streams.
all time.
He's a
Watches
huge
your
fan.
streams. Yeah, he watches your streams.
Yeah.
And
Shout
if you
out
don't know
to
what we're
Keith David.
talking about, you should be watching his streams too.
Yeah.
At Nathan Minger on Twitch. But Halo 2, as I said in the beginning, is my favorite of all time. And it really has to do with the story, the characters, and the fact that you get to play as an elite through the story. And you get that perspective. I think like that the other games are just missing the other side, and that game added it. It made it important. And it really took it into an important direction. Because, you know, the Arbiter's still a part of all of it. He's in Halo 5 for crying out loud.
Yeah, definitely.
He's still around. He's still important. I know,
that
like
was such a huge thing too back then when
Yeah.
it came out. Being able to play as the Covenant,
seeing
was
how they
huge.
treated him,
yeah,
and like how the brutes, like, I mean, when the brutes like betray the elites in that game, I'm kind of like heartbroken because they're like, I actually cared for the elites at that point because I was an elite, you know?
yeah, definitely.
And there's just so many cool moments. And I know this game in particular had a lot of issues in development. Like they had story pieces they had to cut off. Like that's why it ends in a cliffhanger sort of thing.
Oh, really?
But I think the cliffhanger works. I think it's super cool where he's like, I'm going to finish this fight.
Yeah, the way that
so
Halo,
fucking cool.
the way that Halo 3 sets that up. Yeah, I agree. Even if that was a mistake, to Halo 3,
It was
for Halo
great.
3, they picked that up and really
Yeah.
finished.
They used it as their advertising for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I just think it's a really cool game. I love that you can play as the elites in multiplayer.
Yeah, it's an introduction to multiplayer.
Well,
for
online.
Halos.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But it was only, I guess, I didn't get to play Halo 2 online. Was it, Xbox Live wasn't a thing back then, was
I
it?
think that's when they launched it.
Oh, really?
I think they launched it with Halo 2, maybe.
Okay.
It definitely came with like a free coupon for months of Halo. I mean,
Okay.
Microsoft Live, Xbox Live, whatever the fuck it's called. Who cares?
Yeah, Xbox Live. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I just think that game's incredible. I love to replay it. I think the remake, like the graphics, like updates that they did to the characters, like Gravemind looks fucking terrifying now. Like he was cool, and like he kind of looked like Audrey too in the original, like the Venus flytrap from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
But in this one, he's got like it's like gross. He's got like teeth in the middle, and his tentacles open up. I think they did a great job with the remake. I mean, they don't change anything in the story or anything, but the graphic upgrades, I think it really makes it the game it was supposed to be, or what they wanted to do. They had more time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halo 2 is my fave. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Fair. I mean, I will say I think it's my what did I say? I don't think it's on my top 10. I think it's my number 4.
4, yeah. That's the next one for me, which is your number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
So we just switched.
Let's just transition right into it, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's dip
finish
our
in the
toes in.
fight with
Finish the fight.
Halo 3.
Halo 3. Your number,
this is the
number
end.
1.
The end of the Bungie journey.
Yeah.
For Halo. Like I said, I mean, I will agree with you that the story wasn't as strong as Halo 2, especially with being able to play as the Arbiter. But
yeah, I wish they would have kept that up.
definitely.
Like I love Halo 3, and I get why they did it, why they focused back on Master Chief, which they're going to do in 6 too, because they're like, fuck, we fucked up with Locke. I just wish they would just stick with the decisions they made.
Yeah, like there's no reason that can't be a side story.
No.
Or like
Just add like 3 missions with Arbiter.
Yeah.
What would that have done?
Agreed.
Anyway, go on with what you're saying. I'm sorry.
But I think for me, Halo 3 is a lot of personal. I definitely played this more than any other Halo game.
Sure.
Because of the multiplayer. When we were in college, when we met, that's when we worked at our campus, our college radio station, which was attached to like a classroom.
Yeah.
And I worked. Well, I guess we both worked at. Did you work at a radio station? I don't even remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every Monday night.
Yeah, that's right. So we each had an on-air shift, and I had an office up there, and we stored the projector for our classroom in there. So every time we had a shift, I would bring my Xbox 360 up and we'd hook it up to the projector and play in the classroom with either it was just you and me, or sometimes we'd invite other people.
Yeah.
And do like
It was like a secret club.
yeah, like 4-player split screen on the
Yeah, that was the shit.
on the multiplayer on the whiteboard.
Yeah, projected. Oh,
Yeah,
so
I mean, I think that this game definitely holds the most memories and personal connection with me because of that.
Yeah.
Again, I will say story and stuff not as strong as 2, but I will say multiplayer. They definitely made all the right upgrades in 3, just like they did in 2 from 1.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you?
I think I played the multiplayer in 3 the most out of all of them. Well, 5 is probably getting up there at this point.
Yeah, true.
Because it's been out for a while and I still play it all the time.
Same.
But Halo 3, the multiplayer was amazing. It was like not at launch. I guess it was like pretty slim at launch because I kind of did research before. I watched some vids on YouTube just to kind of get a reminder of how it was when it came out and what the story was, because it's been a while since I've played these particular ones. Yeah. But it's just it's an amazing experience. I think it was a fantastic ending to the story.
Definitely.
One of the disappointing parts for me, I wish we got to fight Gravemind. I wish there was a boss fight with him. Yeah. I was like, that was my biggest letdown of the game. Yeah. But everything else was great.
For sure.
I love that you still get to be elites in the multiplayer. Fantastic. Yeah. What did they add Warzone to this? I can't remember.
No, I don't think Warzone. But they did introduce like
theater mode.
Yeah, that
and
player
the map pack. I mean the map editor.
Yeah, map editor. Forge.
Yeah.
So they started introducing those, which just blew the multiplayer up because there's so many good levels.
Another reason I played all the time because there's so many, like they would update it. They put them online for you to play. That's so cool.
That they had new game modes like sumo.
Yeah.
Such a fun mode.
Action sack, man. I love action sack.
And I love that they brought all those game modes back in the Master Chief Collection.
Oh yeah.
So awesome.
So awesome. Man, I miss sumo.
Yeah,
I mean, like you don't get it that often in MCC.
Which sucks. I wish you could I wish that was a mode you could pick. Like just make it a mode I could pick.
I know.
They should do it to all of them, like all the action sack modes.
I agree.
Should be that way. Whatever.
Yeah, Halo 3, awesome,
classic,
great ending to the trilogy.
Agreed.
What are you gonna say? Best one in the franchise?
Yep. Best one in the franchise for me.
That's a great opinion you have.
Thanks.
That brings us to, let me see here. Let me look at my list.
Are we going in order of release?
Release, yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Next one is one I don't think either of us really spent much time with, and it is a part of the actual.
I think Xbox we tried it out. I remember playing the demo of this. I think and I was like, "This is just not for me."
Halo Wars. Wars.
You know,
it's turn-based strategic.
I get it. I get what they're going for.
Yeah.
It's not a Halo game.
I get that they were trying to expand it.
Yeah.
They're trying to expand the audience, give more to the mythology, give bigger battles.
Sure.
So you have that. Sure. But it's just, I'm not a big fan of those kind of games, to be honest.
No, me either. A little too much waiting around and not enough action for me.
Yeah. And I always I rush into battles and shit. Like I always go too early, get my ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't know how to play them either. Like I don't know anything about strategy.
I'm impatient.
So,
right. Just give me a gun so I can shoot him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It just works. That works so much better.
Right.
But if you want to do that for a strategy, it never works.
No, it doesn't. No, you have to take your time. My cousin did play this. I watched him play like the first few levels. And I'm supposed to watch him do it on Twitch, so I will report back if anything blows me away.
Yeah, they have more. I'm sure we'll talk about. There's is there a third one of this release?
There's only 2.
Okay.
And we will talk about that for a moment.
Brief as this was, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm probably briefer, to be honest. Halo 3 ODST, developed by Bungie. Released by Xbox 360. Yes, 360. Which Halo 3 was on. I didn't mention that. Halo 3 was a 360 game in 2009. Now this is the spin-off about the weaker ODST
Marines?
soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, orbital drop ship to what's the T?
Who cares?
Titties. Just kidding.
Whoa.
I just wanted to say titties. Orbital
Team?
drop team. Yeah, probably that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not tatters.
this game was fine. It was fine.
I love it.
Really?
I love it.
One of the weakest games in this, outside of the strategy games. Like, man, I play Halo to play as a Spartan. I don't want to play as a human doofus with a gun.
I mean, they're still a little strong.
Whatever.
I just thought it was cool to see it from that perspective, from the weaker person taking on hunters. Hunters are so much scarier in that game. Like, you have to like hide and run, shoot, hide and run.
Yeah, and they introduced the SMG, right, in ODST.
That was in Halo. Oh, wait, is that the little handheld?
Yeah.
That was in Halo 2.
Oh.
Because he had him on the cover.
No. Oh, maybe so. Maybe that's okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know guns. Guns right over my head.
Same.
But I like ODST because it's like, it shouldn't have been a full $60 when it came out. And I didn't pay that. I waited on this game.
Yeah.
Because I knew it wasn't about Master Chief. It's just a spinoff.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did with it. I played it. I just wasn't a fan.
Sure, I get it.
Sorry, Bungie.
I really enjoyed it. I think it was a cool personal little story.
Fair, fair.
On the ground with the, it's like Rogue One as in Star Wars.
That's the stretch.
No, I disagree. You're on the ground with the soldiers. No Jedi around.
No
Jedi around. Nathan Fillion is there.
Was Nathan Fillion in Rogue One?
Yeah, he played that one alien. Look it up. I'm just kidding. He's not in that movie. Next game, also in my top 3, is my number 2, in fact. Halo Reach. Developed by Bungie. Released by Microsoft on the Xbox 360, 2010.
This game I like. This game I really enjoyed.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
I love the cast of characters.
Yeah. People thought they were like paper thin, and it's just like,
no way.
You're just visiting with them in this moment. Like this, how much backstory do you need?
This is more of a Rogue One story.
Oh, they're Spartans though. They're Jedi. I mean, it ends similarly. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The ending to this game, I was so invested in all of them, and you have to like experience them all dying, like closer to the end.
Agreed.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's hard.
And then like when you're dying at the end, trying to fight elites, and then you get killed, and you just see the glass, like they're blasting the laser down to glass the planet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so epic.
Yeah.
It's so epic, and I think every character gets an epic moment.
Definitely. I love the character design too. I love that each one had their own unique helmet.
Yeah.
I love that aspect of like, because every Halo up until this point made you think that Master Chief was the only Spartan.
Sure.
And this one expanded on that, and I love that each one is unique and has their own flair and style. Because Master Chief doesn't really say much.
Right.
It's just a by the book.
Spouting one-liners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love that about Master Chief.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that there are other Spartans with other personalities.
Yeah.
That look different.
People
that are not all the same.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
Super cool. Women.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a crazy concept.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, good for Bungie for taking that step forward.
Yeah, definitely.
And I thought I think Bungie made the right step forward with the multiplayer too, adding the
bubble shields, and is that where they introduced those?
That was Halo 3 when Bubble Shield came out.
Right.
But like the armor abilities, like you can run, you can send a hologram out,
right?
Etc. I think that was cool for them. Like it was a nice dip of the toe.
Yeah, nice addition
into it. Yeah,
I don't think it hurt it
too much.
Yeah. Just right. Just enough.
Just right. Just enough of the toe.
Agree. I also love the little Master Chief kiss
Oh,
in the story
when you
there.
look over,
Yeah,
he's like asleep on the ship.
yeah,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah. A
Totally.
little fan service there.
And Cortana's in it. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that as well.
Agreed. That's cool.
Super cool. I know people don't like, especially people who like the EU. And I think I talked about this a little bit, and we were talking about the top 3. But people who read the books are upset that the game kind of retcons some of it. And I don't know. I like the games. I read some of The Fall of Reach back in college, but I kind of gave up on it. And I'm just gonna play it.
Nice. I didn't care.
Yeah,
I
I have a
just played
box
the
set
game.
of them, but yeah. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm stoned and I forgot to show this off before. This
All
is
right.
for Halo 3. We
Oh,
waited
yeah.
in line in college to go get our game, and I ordered this.
Rip that off a mannequin. No,
Yeah, I beat.
it's awesome. I was so jealous. I'm still jealous.
I don't be jealous. I went further into debt because of this. I'm sure.
Well, worth it if you ask me.
Can't put it on my head.
I
That was
wish it.
disappointing.
Yeah, I wish it was a real helmet.
But you put the games in it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Someone stole my games! Just kidding. All right, done with that.
Nice.
We revisited Halo 3, now we're back. Halo Reach, great game. Moving on. This is where it gets controversial for some people. This is where Reach was Bungie's last hurrah. That was the one they put their, that was the last one they worked on.
Their stamp on it.
Yeah, they dabbled in it a bit.
Yeah.
The last dabbling. Halo 4, developed by 343, released by Microsoft onto the Xbox in 2012. How do you feel about Halo 4, man?
I'll be honest. Forgettable. I don't even remember what this game was about, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
I will say weakest in the Master Chief saga.
Yeah. It's just like none of it like really answered.
What was it about? Oh, wait, no, that was Halo 5. That was when they like face off.
Yeah. This
What
one
was Halo 4?
there's the Diadact. He's a Promethean that has returned to I don't remember. But I should have watched on this one.
Familiar. Okay, yeah.
And Cortana gets involved, and like at the end of the game, it seems like she's dying.
Right.
Chief has to say goodbye, and there's a really emotional moment there where he's like watching her like fade away. There's some great little moments, and I think the fight with the Didac is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I like boss battles, and that's another reason I like Halo 2 so much is because they had boss battles sprinkled throughout.
Yeah.
And this game has that with the Didac, and it's pretty cool. Prometheans again, cool idea, kind of boring. They all kind of blend together.
Yeah.
The weapons are cool.
Yeah. Okay. They introduced a lot of weapons. I guess that was the introduction of Prometheans. I thought that was Halo 5, clearly.
Oh, yeah, no.
Halo 4's existence.
Halo 4 introduced them.
Yeah, this game is just, I don't remember it at all.
Totally.
So I think that sums up my opinion on it.
Yeah, it's the last one on my list. I think if I had to
Yeah, I would agree with that.
it'd be last for sure. All right, let's move it on. Halo 4,
Short and sweet.
forgettable, whatever. After that,
review.
this one has a real dark history with it.
Ooh.
Halo, the Master Chief Collection,
Oh.
developed by 343 and others. They had like separate developers developing each part and put it all together, which for some reason they thought would work, and it clearly did not.
Yeah. What a launch.
Released in 2014. Yeah.
Was it released in 2014 or was it really released in like 2017?
Last year.
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection should have been the greatest of all time. And I think now it is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, but everyone's dismissed it by now.
But now it's free on fucking Game Pass. Like if you have Game Pass, you can just download it. We waited in line for it.
Yeah.
We went to the Microsoft store for like a free fucking sweater.
Yeah, we got a free T-shirt.
Yeah, it says Halo
hoodie.
on it. Yeah, And
Yeah,
we
we
were
couldn't even
so
play it.
excited. We wanted to play it that night, couldn't play it.
Yeah.
It's fucking
And then
broken.
A year later, still couldn't play it.
No, yeah, we would check in every once in a while.
Yeah, what a disappointing thing. But now that you can play it,
Great game.
great.
It's the best Halo game.
Yeah, I love that you can just mix all the Halos together and just like have your lobby or whatever.
Pick of the
Choose
litter.
random from all those.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'm also going to use this moment as an opportunity to talk about the vehicles in particular, because obviously this game has all of them outside of 5. I don't think 5 even adds any new vehicles. Halo's universe, in my opinion, adds 2 of the best vehicles of any video games.
Let me guess what you're gonna say.
You already know. Say it. Go for it.
The Warthog and the Ghost.
And the Ghost. That is correct.
Would agree 100%.
Warthog, obviously. Come on. Transport vehicle, weapon vehicle. You got different versions. The Gauss Hog, the Rocket Hog, the regular Hog.
All the hogs.
All the hogs. They go hog wild. They got the one that's empty in the back. You can just jump in and ride.
Yeah. Run over people.
Warthog's very versatile and just a cool ass vehicle. I don't know why we haven't. Why hasn't President Dumbass developed that yet? Why haven't you made that a Space Force? You don't have a Warthog?
Yeah. Remember when Peter Jackson's
fucking let down, bro.
Peter Jackson's whatever company created
a
Warthog?
Yeah, because they're gonna make a show.
Yeah.
Or movie.
Yeah, they had like
Neil
demo videos of it, like driving around.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. What a disappointment.
I know, but I mean, seeing his other films, Blomkamp's District. If it was like District 9, I would have loved it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess in retrospect, we could have got a Chappie. So.
We could have gotten a Chappie.
Yeah.
Oh God. Anyhow, the Ghost. The Ghost is another fantastic vehicle. In the first game, still great, but didn't have the boost yet. Yeah. And then in Halo 2, you got the boost and the laser blast. They always have the laser blast.
Yeah, I love that the boost is unlimited too.
Yeah.
You could just fly around to your heart's content. I also love that the shooting is unlimited.
Yeah.
That comes in handy.
Absolutely.
I like doesn't overheat or anything. This Covenant really worked out that overheating technology. Right. Not on their guns apparently though, just on their vehicles.
Well, in the new games they overheat now, so obviously they've gone back.
Well, in the Ghost they don't.
No, the shooting no, but the boost does.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is true.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
Bungie.
Great vehicles.
343.
Yeah. Let's blame them.
Sure. It's not my fault.
MCC, great now, horrible when it launched.
Yeah.
Halo 5, Guardians. Developed by 343. Yes, you're number 2.
Yeah.
Released by Microsoft on the Xbox One. Halo 4, that was a 360 game, right? I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Halo the Master Chief Collection was Xbox One.
Yeah.
Then Halo 5 Guardians was Xbox One as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you talk about this. This is your number 2. Go for it.
I love this game. I like the story. I think some parts of it are kind of cheesy, but whatever. Yeah. It's fine. I think overall, B. The story multiplayer is where this game shines.
It's really
just
great.
Shines. The Warzone mode that they introduced in this game is just fantastic.
Oh, amazing!
We actually just played that last night.
Warming up.
Yeah, it's just so good. I like the procedural, like in the Warzone mode, that you kind of like level up your Rex. And you get stronger Rex as you go along. And you fight the boss at the end. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I like they keep a lot of the same game modes that they've always had. Big team battle, got your classic Slayer, and all those modes. And then just the introduction of the war, whatever. What was it called again?
The what?
What's that mode again? War fight?
Warzone.
Warzone.
Warfight. Yep.
Warfight.
Warfight you.
Yeah, just great. I think Halo 4 was forgettable, but I think they made all the right improvements to make Halo 5 memorable, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel like I personally wish the story was a little stronger. I didn't care about Locke at all, and we were him like most of the time. Like I wish I cared about the characters.
That's
more.
fair. I didn't like playing as him. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, and like
Maybe a
Master
C on the
Chief's,
story. I forgot how much you played as him.
Yeah, you play more as him than the Master Chief.
Yeah,
Like Master Chief's only in like 20% of the game, I think.
that's true.
Which is a bummer. And they don't really give motivations for why, like, I don't know, why are all those Spartans there outside of wanting to give everybody 4 characters to play as? But no, I think a lot of people shit on it unjustly. I don't think it's awful. And I feel like there's some cool moments. And I like the twists with Cortana.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool that she's the villain now. And she has control of a Halo.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I like the Guardians. The Guardians are cool as hell. Like that level where you're like fighting down the side of a Guardian, like you're running down the side of this big ass robotic being. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
There's some really cool moments in that game. And again, Arbiter's back. He's leading a civil war. Wish we would have got more information about that, but that's okay. I'm just glad it's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Keith David's back. Love that.
Can't be mad about that.
But like you said, I truly love the multiplayer. I think that game is one of the best now. Like, again, it kind of launched rough. Like, there was very few modes, very few maps.
True.
But now it's like an incredible experience. One we constantly play.
Yep.
Great game. All right. I'm excited for, we'll talk about that. Halo Wars 2, developed by 343 and Creative Assembly. Released on the Xbox One in 2017. I have no experience with this game.
Me either.
Looks cool. Like the brutes, I guess are in it. But I'll probably also watch my cousin play that as well, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, not into RTS games.
Nope, not for me. And that leaves us with the final game in the franchise, at least for now. Coming out this holiday season, Halo Infinite, aka Halo 6, developed by 343, being released by the Microsoft on the Xbox One and also Series X, which is a very confusing name, but it is their new system.
Yeah.
What a terrible! That's a Wii U waiting to happen.
Yeah, Xbox really likes to double down on the weird names.
Yeah, and throw X's everywhere.
Yeah.
Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, One X2.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up? I mean...
I love Xbox, but come on.
There's 2 X's in your name already.
Already?
Need more X's.
Triple X. Quadruple X. They need to release a Leisure Suit Larry for the next Series X.
Yeah.
Really, Triple X.
The graphics on that game would be crazy.
Nuts. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Halo Infinite. What are your hopes for this game? What are your hopes? What are you hoping they're doing?
I'm hoping it's gonna be like an open world kind of like. I'm extremely hesitant to say Destiny because not Destiny.
Yeah, no. Let's
make that clear.
I saw
Destiny has its moments, but talk about a game with a rocky start.
Ooh, that was rough.
The
start of that game, I played it, with you guys for a while, and I was like, I just don't like this.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to do at all.
Well, I think
there is
now they're getting it like that's too long. That's too long to figure out what kind of game you're selling if you've already released 2 games and 3 expansions.
And it could have been Activision. I mean, Activision could have been they probably forced them out early and shit. Like, you got to hit this deadline.
Oh, I'm sure.
So now that they shook them loose, probably making the game they wanted to make.
Probably.
I don't know. I'll revisit it at some point, I'm sure.
But it's free now.
It's free,
so
yeah.
Look into that if you're looking to play a free game.
But yeah, what's your hope for Infinite?
Yeah, I think the main thing is I definitely want to see some kind of open world, like multiplayer, just like a jump in, jump out kind of thing. Like if you know what I mean. Like if I'm playing, you can just jump in. Like, and also, I hate party restrictions. One of the shitty things about Destiny is that you can only have 3 people in your party.
Wow.
That's so fucking stupid. Except when you do raid, which is 6 people, which is a must. You have to have 6 people. You can't do it with any less because the difficulty is so great.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'm okay with the party cap, but 3 is just a weird fucking number. Like, go to 4 if you're gonna make it. Like, why
what
3? That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, and I'm hoping like almost. I don't want to say GTA, but almost like where I still want to see where this open world is still separate from the multiplayer, like big team battle. Like I hope that stuff is still there. Like what makes Halo multiplayer. Yeah. If they don't get rid of that, I hope Warzone is still in there. As far as story, I don't know. I'm interested to see where they go with it. I can't
predict.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. Well, what are your?
I mean, my biggest hopes for the story is just it's a satisfying conclusion to everything they set up. I feel like they have a lot of loose ends that they didn't tie up from 4 even. Like 5 should have closed some of those stories, and they're still like waving in the wind. We have no idea about Prometheans. Like these people are in these robotic suits and we're just killing willy-nilly. Like, like, is there any resolve or resolution for that? Obviously, Cortana as the evil Cortana. How's Chief going to stop that?
Yeah.
She has control of the ring. Like I want it to be a good story, and I want good dialogue and good characters. That's my biggest concern. And then I want multiplayer. I want them to bring back elites. I want them to bring them back as an option because I miss that. Like, it's cool as hell to see elites on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And I secretly also hope the brutes come back. And maybe the flood. I think they should just throw everything into the fucking blender at this point.
Yeah, just put them all.
Fucking Prometheans versus the flood would be cool. Yeah, that'd be so cool. I mean, like the Covenant. I guess the brutes are still with the Covenant. Like they're running the Covenant now because the elites are pushed out. And then some of the grunts and shit are fighting with the elites, like the hunters are with the elites.
Yeah, there are factions of like elites
me too.
Fighting the brutes.
Brutes and absolutely. I want more of that too. Like I wish we would have saw the Civil War more in Halo 5.
Yeah. I hope that we see the ramifications of that. Maybe we don't see the Civil War, but we see like what happened after the Civil War. Like fucking rogue elite groups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I just hope it's good. I want it to be really good. I want it to be the best of 343's offerings.
Yeah.
Because you have forgettable, you have okay story with great multiplayer. Now I want great everything.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's coming off this holiday season. I don't know what to think that we haven't seen much on it yet.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, I know
I want an update.
Was canceled, but
they didn't show it in their...
is having their thing.
Yeah, Xbox has shown some games coming out. They didn't show anything for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's still on track.
I hope that means we shouldn't be nervous.
Yeah, I hope so too, honestly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But no. Halo, fantastic franchise. I love it personally. Hold it deep in my heart. I'm very excited to see what Halo 6 does and if anything comes next, because I hope the series doesn't end.
Yeah, no, same.
There's other stories to tell. Give me a Covenant game. Give me
even if 343 isn't going to be the studio that keeps it. I hope that someone does, like, because it deserves to be.
Yeah. Well, I think 343 was developed to make Halo games because 343 is a reference to Halo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I hope they hire better people. Maybe. I don't know. Not to shit on you, 343. You're fine. You're just no Bungie. Reviews and recommendations. That's what we're talking about now.
Yep.
Reviews wise, I've only got one.
Okay.
And that is Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which you mentioned earlier. Came out in March. and I downloaded it on the Xbox Live Game Pass. And it's a single player platformer where you're playing this creature that's like a white creature, glowing white, loses his owl friend and has to go search for him. It's beautiful. Like, everything about this game is beautiful. Like, the art style is amazing. Like, it has dark backgrounds with these light creatures, and there's like little, bugs that light up, and the enemies light up, and like, it's just, everything works together. The aesthetic is amazing. It just works really well as a whole. The fighting is fluid. It feels great. And like, the level design and the bad guys, the creatures, are super interesting. I'm a big fan of it. I haven't beaten it. I'm working my way through it. It's a game I visit in between stuff. And I just really, really love it. And I started with The Will of the Wisps, it's the sequel to the Blinding Light, or the Tree of Blinding Light or something. Apologies for not getting that correct. If I didn't, let me see. Let me just look. Ori, and the Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest. That's the first one. I haven't played that, but it's on there now too, and I'm going to download that and play that after. So I'm going to work backwards. But this game is really well worth your time, and it's gorgeous to look at, and really, really well made. Great platformer. Yeah, it's gonna rock your mind, blow your load if you play it.
Oh.
What about you? What are your reviews, buddy?
I have two. They're kind of short reviews because I'm not done playing them. The first one is a game that you kind of talked about last week in Brawlers.
Oh.
Excuse me. Streets of Rage?
4?
Yes. Streets of Rage 4. I couldn't remember the name over there for a second.
Yeah.
I've been playing through that with our friend Kyle. And I got to agree with you. This game is
it's cool as hell.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The art style is amazing. I love Kyle has he's been playing it, so he has like some of the older characters unlocked. And they're like 8-bit and like 16-bit art style. And the way that they fit in with the rest of the game, like, because like sometimes Kyle was playing as the 8-bit character and I was playing as a normal character, so I don't have them unlocked. But it just looks so cool. It's like, pretty sure it's HDR graphics, so everything just pops. The game style's fun. I love that they added like power-ups, special moves to it. And they all look cool. Fantastic game. I agree. This is also on Game Pass. If you're looking for a game, go for Streets of Rage 4.
I agree.
My other one is also a game that's on Xbox Game Pass. It's called The Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
I've only gotten into this a little bit, but I'm extremely intrigued by this game. I don't know if something I'm missing or if the game just literally doesn't tell you anything, but it kind of just drops you in this like alien world. You're like an astronaut and you're getting ready to fly off the planet. And so you do, and then you can just explore the galaxy that your planet's in, and again, that doesn't really tell you much.
Right.
So you just kind of have to figure it out. But I've played a few times, and every time I play, at some point there's like a supernova thing that the galaxy blows up and I die.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird time loop where I just start over, and I realize that I died, but no one else does. So you just kind of start over and do the same thing and just go explore again. At one point, I explored like the core of a planet. You kind of watched me on Twitch a little bit play this. I went to a core of a planet, and these giant space fish they ate me, and I died. It was horrifying, and it was extremely scary, but this game was a lot of fun. I want to dive deeper into whatever is going on in this story. It's really, really cool. Another game you should definitely check out if you have Game Pass.
Yeah, it seems pretty fun. I downloaded it. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so recommendations. These are, I guess, whatever games you're playing and might be older, might be still playing or revisiting or whatever. I have two. My first is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. That is an older game that they just recently released onto Xbox Game Pass. Platformer again. You use your hair as a whip. You whip at the bad guys. There's a lot of pirate paraphernalia. You get a gun to shoot little cannonballs at people, and the enemies are pretty cool. The design's great. It's really fun. It's a really fun game. So I'm kind of going back and forth between that and Ori when I'm wanting to do platformers. And then I recently got back into Left 4 Dead 2. I put that game, I slipped that back in when I got the Xbox One X. I upgraded to that because my Xbox One's disk drive just decided to stop working for some fucking reason. But it's been fun to revisit the disc games that I haven't been able to play, and that's one of them. I think it's just a cool game. I wish what do they fucking call it? Valve would release Left 4 Dead 3. There's so many things they could add. New zombies. I love the tanks. I love boomers. I love smokers. The witch is one of the scariest villains in video game history. Just hearing her cry. Yeah. Especially in Left 4 Dead 2 where she starts walking around. You have to avoid them because she's like, scary game. Yeah, I just love those games, and Left 4 Dead 2 in particular is one of my fave zombie games of all time. So feel like that's a recommendation. If you like revisiting that franchise, do it because it's still great. Nice. What about you? Any Rex?
Got two Rex as well. Definitely just one I just talked about, Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds. Sorry, I kind of mumbled that for a second there.
I was like, Outer Wilds? What
the Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
Check that game out. It's confusing, but it's very intriguing. Control. One thing I will say about this game: the controls are a little wonky. Okay. You have to hold A to jump. It's weird, but I'm passing that up because it's just very intriguing.
Sure.
Second game I've never played, haven't dove into it yet. Just came out today on Xbox Game Pass. Is No Man's Sky. Okay. I've been really excited for this game. Another game had a horrible launch, so I've heard. Not a lot of content in the game. Didn't really deliver what they had promised. But apparently made a lot of updates to the game, a lot of expansions and whatever releases. Apparently the game is a lot better. So I just downloaded that game today. I'm excited to check that game out. So that's going to be my second recommendation.
So you're recommending a game you haven't tried? Just making it clear.
I am.
Great. Just want
I want everyone to take a risk with me.
Yeah. I'm going to download it too. We'll try it.
See, it worked. It worked. My recommendation worked.
Peer pressure. Which brings us to our final segment. One we're still working on a name for, really, but this is this week's version. We're loving it. It's something in pop culture that we're loving. Doesn't have to be a video game. It can be, though. And that we recommend to the listening public, the 3 people who listen to this.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way. We love you.
Thanks, Mom. My mom wouldn't listen to this. You kidding me?
My mom, I think, does listen to this. My dad was like, I got another podcast to listen to next to Joe Rogan. Thanks, Pops.
Oh, wow. Right under Joe Rogan?
No, next to. Not
next
under.
To. Wow. Ooh. Watch out, Joe.
Spotify.
We're coming for your throne.
Hundy Millie. We're right here. We each, though. We both need 100 million.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, do you want to go first? You want me to go first? I don't.
You go first.
Okay. My recommendation this week is what I'm loving. Sorry, what I'm loving this week is HBO Max, but in particular their animation collection. So the animation collection on HBO Max. Not only do they have Looney Tunes, classic Looney Tunes, and new Looney Tunes, which fucking rule. The new Looney Tunes are funny as hell. I laugh a lot, and they're like the old ones. They have gags. They make the same kinds of jokes that they made, and the animation is just updated a little bit. And there's some modernization to like I think Bugs Bunny has a cell phone at some point. Who gives a shit? But it's a lot of old school, like the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons that they made are fucking great. Those are always my fave, and they're new, and I highly recommend that series in particular. But they've also got Studio Ghibli. They've also got Cartoon Network collection, which has Dexter's Lab, has all the oldies. It's got Samurai Jack, which I need to catch up on when Adult Swim released those new ones. Primal by Gini Tartakovsky. It's just it's an amazing. Oh yeah, I gotta finish that. And we just recently caught up on Steven Universe. Beautiful show. One of the best cartoons ever. I'm really hyperbolic sometimes, I think. But it is really, really one of the best of all time. It's a beautiful show about inclusion and acceptance, and the way Steven tries to avoid fighting and talking it out, and it's just amazing what they do on that show.
I mean, I haven't watched as much as you have on that show, but I've cried.
I
Quite a few times.
Anytime his mom is brought up, I'm bawling. Yeah. But no, HBO Max. It's a good app overall. It's got a lot of great stuff on it. It's been
Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut.
Oh yeah. Batman.
Fuck the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, no, fuck that. But their animation in particular I've been so happy to dip into the Hayao Miyazaki I haven't seen. I watched Porco Rosso the other night, and it's so good. Anyway, it's a very good app, especially if you like animation. What's yours, buddy? What are you loving? What are you loving?
I'm not my mind's not gonna be that deep as yours.
That's fine.
A lot of content there to go over, but my recommendation or my loving it, my we're loving it is Run the Jewels 4. Came out early. They released it early. I think it came out last Thursday. I want to say
Wednesday. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify. Go check it out. If you've never heard Run the Jewels, who hasn't heard if you've never heard Run the Jewels, get out from under the rock you're living under and go put on some headphones, you nerd. I'm sorry, you're not a nerd. You might not have heard Run the Jewels, and if you haven't, that's fine. But you should have heard of them, and if you haven't, go to Spotify, go to the search bar, type in Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
If you don't have Spotify, go to YouTube.
Spotify, you can play it for free. Just add it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That works too. I pay for it, so.
But you can also download the album for free from their website.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So go do that.
Yeah, I think they're taking donations for specific causes right now.
Yeah. So it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great album. I was proud how many people texted me to tell me it came out early when it did. I was like, let people know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love seeing them at that fucking festival we went to. What was it called?
Sound on Sound.
Sound on Sound, yeah. At the Sherwood Forest Fair.
That was awesome.
Seeing them and then Phonogram.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing. Great concerts.
Yeah. They're like DJ. His table fell over in the middle of the show. Oh my god!
Yeah, and their sound cut out.
Yeah,
they kept up the energy, and
it was great. It was so awesome. Good.
Yeah, damn, I miss music festivals.
Yeah, too much we can't touch people anymore.
No, you can't do any of it. Oh god.
We have video games.
Video games, yeah, and weed. That was us giving ourselves high fives and fist bumpings.
They're exploding. That was fizzles of explosions.
Oh, mine exploded like a Thundercat
animation. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Or was that lightning? Is that lightning?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was like sparks. Okay, got it. Lightning.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Anyway, thank you for watching and listening, or a mixture of the two. Either is fine with us.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed it. Our stone ramblings for the week. We are eventually going to have some guests, hopefully, but we're going to do a few more, just us, just to get our bearings. We're still working on it. We're still working out the kinks, but I think we're at a good place right now. And just let us know what you think. You can visit us on the YouTube as Short Pictures Independent. They're on there. That's us.
Yeah, we also have podcast website now too.
Yeah.
We'll put that somewhere here or
Beansprout,
here.
yeah.
Or,
We'll put it somewhere.
I
Yeah.
don't know where it'll be.
I'll figure it out. Don't
It'll be
tell me where to
around.
put it.
I don't edit this stuff.
Thanks for watching. At
And
the
listening.
end, and listening, and being involved. We're going back through everything. There are going to be links at the end for if you want to give and support Black Lives Matter or other organizations helping in whatever ways they can, locally in Austin and also nationwide. Definitely give them your donations and contributions. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Stay isolated. COVID-19 is still happening. Be smart. Wear masks. Stay safe.
Do all those things.
Stay stoned.
Oh, yeah.